Chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 120.
54. Mike, 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check down.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Right back to Sanders on first down. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Man, I got you.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, Mike 20.
Great 15. Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Prescott now. And he fires one incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
51 to Mike. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball?
Kill. No.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. Finding the rookie from Baylor, Jalen Hurd. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Kill.
First down, Prescott. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run with Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Nifty move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Let's get it.
At the 20-yard line.
Break it. 180.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 20.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. 120.
54. Right, 54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Sanders, the rookie second-round draft pick. They're hoping he can solidify this backfield. It's a backfield for Philadelphia that's really been a revolving door the last couple of years. Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement, Wendell Smallwood, Josh Adams, Donnell Pumphrey, the newly retired Darren Sproles. All those guys getting carries, but nobody really the solid RB1 in Philadelphia. They'll run. It's Sanders. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Now Wentz. Now he steps away, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Sanders. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Go. 280.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Mike 51.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 17, Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Mike 51, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 51 to Mike, 51 to Mike.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Prescott yet again. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Marr able to put this one through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, kill.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's go.
11 yards there. First down.
Mike 51.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
You're trapped. Undercrush. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Prescott on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, Charlie.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kill.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Mike 20. I'm coming after you.
Now Wentz on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off Byron Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
There you go.
Mike 51.
There you go, 47.
51, Mike 51.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, it's Pollard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Prescott from the gun. Catch is made by Hurd. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to take a and my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. 1st down, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Mike 51. You don't see me.
And again, it's Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You got nothing.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Mike Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, what?
Yes. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Get him, get him, get him.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Done.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Cooper was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to fire one. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Check 4, check 4. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Great 57.
Another run with Sanders. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 51. So don't say nothing.
Hey, kill. Gun.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Back.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 39, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Here we go. Waiting.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
What's that?
Now Wentz will keep it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now this time Wentz will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift.
That's great 57.
To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.